Hi guys, it is freezing outside today and I want to just talk about cold weather and the chickens. George heard me. Today I'm outside with the chickens. Figured maybe I should make a video because you might be wondering, if you've never had chickens, what do you do in the winter? It's cold, you don't have a barn, it's not heated. You can't bring your chickens in your house in the wintertime. Many of you probably worry, what am I going to do with my chickens in the winter? What if it snows? Will they be okay? My chickens don't have an external heat source, so what do you do? Let me show you what's going on with the chickens. I'll show you how I winterize their coop and we'll see how they're doing. So let's start with the coop. I don't have any electricity in my coop. It's not heated. So how do chickens stay warm? Let me show you. Ta-da! Straw. So for the chicken coop, as you can see, I have straw. Earlier in the season, I put down see if I can find it, a sheet of linoleum. So there you can see the linoleum. The screen that you see right here, that's the bottom of my chicken coop. There's no plywood. I also have a little hole with a cover on it. At night, if the wind is blowing, we'll put the cover down, just like that. Eventually there'll be a door here, but I haven't gotten to that yet. For right now, that's what we got. I added straw to help winterize their coop, but I'm not going to be changing the straw for a while. What I want it to do is pile up. I will add fresh bedding today to cover up that giant mess right there. I'm just going to put it right on top, and what that does is creates a deep mulch layer that will, when it starts breaking down, will actually provide heat for these chickens at night. So I put some straw in here. They perch up, they crawl in this corner over here on the perch, and they huddle together, and they're just fine. They seem very content at night, so I'm not really worried about the coop. Chickens can take care of themselves pretty well. After all, as Justin says, they're dinosaurs. Let me show you how I beefed up the coop. So basically you can see I just lined the walls with hay as much as I could, and I really stocked up on the hay on the inside. Sealed off all the gaps, and nesting boxes are almost completely covered. So that's what we're doing with the coop, to keep that warm. Now let's talk about the water and the feed. Let's go let these crazy chickens out. Chickens are doing fine. Let's check your water. Alright, so the water is a little bit frozen. Chicken's got plenty of food. Good. Are you guys cold? Ooh, you like the mitten, huh? Yeah. You can't eat it though. It's not for you to eat. As you can see, they're fine this morning. It's freezing out, but they're okay. They're running around. They'll take care of themselves. As long as they can get into the coop and out of the elements, it's fine. There's a huge hawk flying by. Check this out. There he goes. Oh, he's coming back. He's harassing the chickens. As you can see, they will take care of themselves. As long as you provide a spot for them, like their coop, that they have access to, so if it gets windy or it starts raining or snowing, they can get up out of the elements, the chickens will be fine. Now let's talk about the feed. The second concern you're going to have with chickens in the cold is making sure they're fed. You need to make sure that you're filling your feeder up first thing, that they have plenty to eat. It takes a lot of energy for them to stay warm, and there's not as much food in the wintertime. The grass is dead, the bugs are hiding. Chickens need to stay warm, and in order to create body heat, they eat more. I have the hay. What you need to worry about the most, and the number one concern, is their freezing chicken water. That's what I'm talking about. It's a solid block of ice. So we know this doesn't work. What are you going to do? I work long shifts. I can't be here changing water, and I don't have electricity outside. That can present a problem for someone like me. If you're not home to care for your chickens and it's cold, what do? You could run an extension cord and hook up a heater, but that's not really the ideal situation for them. So, we got to figure this out. Hey George, don't peck me. Now, will you stop? I'm trying to do a video. They make special bricks that are designed for ovens, outdoor ovens. Hi guys. I have some. I'll show them to you. Can you stop pecking my mitten? Can you stop? Let me show you. I took some of these specially made bricks. These are heat bricks. They're actually designed to retain the heat. So I took one of these and put it in the oven for half an hour. Okay, so these are the stones I was telling you about. They are specially made to absorb heat. People use them in pizza ovens, people use them in outdoor ovens. These are heat safe, so you can just heat them up and you should be good. So, this is a clean stone, but when you've been using your stones, chickens are probably going to poop on it. So what I recommend is you wrap it in foil so that it doesn't get nasty in your oven, and then you take the foil off before you give it to the chickens because you certainly don't want them to eat it. You want to put it closest to wherever your heat source is, so mine comes from the bottom, so put it on that rack. Once it's heated, it will hold that heat for a really long time. So I took one of these and put it in the oven for half an hour. It was hot to the touch, and I put the chicken water under it. So let's see how that did. So let's check this water. Oh, look, there's ice. I put this water in this morning. There's the heat stone. So I put this water in here this morning, and although it's not completely frozen, it's starting to ice over, which is not good because I put hot water in this and I put the stone underneath it. So this looks like this is going to be a fail. But I have some other ideas. On to the next experiment. I'm a little ashamed to say I fell for this one, but this is completely useless. This is the giant myth that if you put a soda bottle filled with salt water inside your water, it will not freeze. I don't know why I fell for this one. I'm a newbie. I gotta admit, I had high hopes for it, and I have no idea why. I would tell you how I did it, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't work. Well, this is an epic fail. Here is an... Hi guys. It's frozen solid. I really thought that was going to work, didn't you? It sucks. My next test is going to be with these black tubs. There's two benefits for these tubs. One is that they're black, so they're going to absorb the sun and retain that heat a little bit. They don't conduct heat as well, and so it's going to stay warmer longer. The second benefit of these tubs are they're flexible. We're going to try this two different ways. I have a big tub. The bigger, the more water, the harder it is to freeze. And I have a little tub. So I'm going to try two experiments and see how that works. We're going to test that out now. Let me get my bricks. Okay, these are the bricks that have been in the oven. I don't want the chickens stepping on them because they're still kind of really hot to the touch. But I'm going to put the little bowl on that one and see how that works. Then the big bowl, I'm just going to fill this with water and put it in the sun and see how that works. So your number one concern with winter care for your chickens is going to be freezing water. They need access to clean, fresh drinking water throughout the day. And I certainly don't have an electricity source outside in my urban home. I could always get something solar powered. I could always buy some water heater. But, you know, chickens have been around a long time and people didn't always have electric water heaters. We're going to figure this out the sustainable way and the permaculture way. So let's try these two methods out. Got my fingers crossed. Let me go get the water. This is just the pan that's bigger. We're going to see if bigger's better. Now it's steaming, but that's just because it's cold outside. This is not boiling water, it's just hot tap water. Make sure it's not boiling or you could harm your chickens. Hey, that's my mitten. It's not for you to peck. I don't have food. I'll come back in a few hours, we'll see how it does. See the one that was on the heated rocks? Let's check that one out. That's frozen. The rocks are still a little bit warm. But this one, check this out. And that is not frozen after 6 hours. The only successful winter is the black pan with hot water in the sun. Thank goodness we figured this out. For you guys that live way up north and you have minus 20-degree weather, I don't know what you guys do if you're not using electricity. This was no easy task. It's something I didn't anticipate because it rarely gets this cold here, but it was a good test. I'm a newbie, so these are trial and errors for me. Even if I fail, someone can learn from that by watching me, and hopefully I can help somebody. So how do you know if your chickens are okay in handling the weather? One simple way to check to make sure that your chickens are okay with the cold, check their egg production. If your egg production drops, it could be a problem. But if it doesn't, and you're finding eggs, then you're fine. So we got eggs, chickens are good. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Have a wonderful day.